I don't know what it's like where you live, but here it is stupid hot. So what are you growing in the garden? Well, today I'm going to share with you some of my top favorite heat-loving plants. Number one on my list is okra. And not only do I love the rich, crunchy texture of okra, but the flowers make me so happy. Have you really looked at an okra flower? I highly suggest you do so because those are just some happy blooms. Second up, and I think it's a popular one pretty much across the globe, and that's hot peppers and chilies. They really like the heat, and they're kind of a weird plant where they can take some extremes both in temperature and in moisture levels, and some even claim that giving them a little bit of stress adds to the flavor of the chili. Next up on the list is tomatoes, but here in Florida, it's already too hot for tomatoes. Tomato season is done, but if you're in a more temperate climate, tomatoes do fine up to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything higher than that, and they're really not going to ripen to their maturity. Next, we have beans. I have this really cool burgundy bean that I'm growing right now. It's this delightful purple color, and then once it's cooked, it goes back to being a green bean. I like to call it magic. Of course, something that I like to grow year-round is sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes don't mind the heat whatsoever, and they're a very versatile vegetable. You can grow them literally anywhere. I have some growing in containers. I have some growing as some ground cover in my food forest area. They're actually a really pretty plant too. Their leaves can have intricate veining in different shades, contrasting reds against the green. So try out a sweet potato. It might be your best friend. Next on the list is cucumbers. Cucumbers don't mind the heat, but they do mind the bugs. And for me here, I just don't even bother because my bugs will annihilate my cucumbers. I have vine borers, I have the white moths, I have everything, and they all want to eat my cucumbers.
Makes me very angry.
So I like to wait till it's slightly cooler either in the fall or early spring to try to grow my cucumber plants. Another tip about growing cucumbers is to make sure they have plenty of oxygen flow. If they have airflow and they don't get too cramped, then that will help deter some of those nasty pests. Next up is squash. You got summer squash. They're gonna like the heat. I'm talking about yellow squash or zucchini. Make sure, again, that those have plenty of airflow too. For me, right now, I'm getting afternoon thunderstorms every single afternoon, and it's way too moist for me to try to grow cucumbers and squashes of any type. So if you're in a more non-insane weather environment, then this might be a great thing for you to be planting right now. Last but not least is corn. There are some really great varieties of corn that are available right now if you have limited space. There's one variety that I think you can get through Burpee. I'll make sure to find it and link it in the description below that is perfect for container gardening. That's right, you can grow a whole head of corn in a container. Fantastic. What is your favorite heat-loving vegetable? Make sure to share it in the description below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time on Plant Life.